we used to jam with that. We used to like do our sound check in rehearsals with that to make sure the levels were right. It's just a really cool tune.
Well, yeah, and so easy to play too, right? I mean, there's like pretty much nothing to it. I mean, I know most Nirvana songs were like that, but this is a fairly simple one to play. But I was listening to that stuff, and those are good albums too. Because I remember when it came out. Because I remember I had the Sliver shirt before Sliver even came out as a B-side, even before it was on Incesticide.
Oh, nice.
And that was a T-shirt where it was all black, and then pretty much had the guy on front with his arms kind of turned outwards, so his palms were facing up, and he was all purple and blue and said Nirvana. And on the back it said Sliver. Man, I don't have it. I haven't had it one long time, but I probably went through at least 3 of them because I just wore it so much and just wore all holes in them. Like I had to replace a lot of T-shirts a few times, like my Ramones shirt, with all the names on the front. And I had a Faith No More shirt. It was from the first album, The Real Thing. So that one kind of wore out a few times. But yeah, I've had a few shirts. Kind of just it's one of those things I just wore them so much because I really like them. Like they end up with holes on them and kind of find them over again. But there's some shirts. There's one I can't believe it's to the test of time. And this shirt has got to be, Christ man, it's got to be 23 years old. I still have my original Che Guevara shirt, which surprisingly hasn't fallen apart yet. So good quality for $16.
Nice. That's what you want, man. Like good quality T-shirts that last 25 years. That's what you want.
Yeah, you should probably toss it out. It's not like I'm trying to hold on to anything. But it's still a good T-shirt, so it's comfortable. So I just thought I just want to get rid of it. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Yeah, absolutely. I was wearing a T-shirt the other day, and I noticed on the back of it said 2002. It's from some gig. I was like, Jesus, I really had this T-shirt. Maybe I should buy some more clothes. But then equally, I was like, I like that T-shirt. So it's all cool, man. But yeah, no, that's Incesticide and In Utero are both amazing albums, and just thinking about like those last 3 tracks. But then you've got Hairspray Queen before that as well.
Yeah.
Baseline, which is probably just the whole thing works really well, considering it's all sort of mashed together from unreleased and rare stuff and whatever else. It works really, really well as an album on its own.
Yeah. What's it? She's something disco goddess is yeah. I'll think of it, but yeah, that's the part I think the most. And then it gets like this super. Sorry.
I was gonna say I can't remember the exact line, but I know exactly the bit you mean.
Yeah, because that's before it gets kind of super heavy and like really weird.
Yeah, and it reminds me of like the older stuff. It reminds me of some of the stuff on Bleach, which is like a bit. It's quite heavy and dirty and goes a bit weird in places. Like Floyd the Barber is just a weird song when you think about it.
that is actually that's a super heavy one.
Yeah, and if you think about kind of the way that drum beat and the guitar and everything works, you sort of think that could almost be like a metal tune, couldn't it? But there's something about it, something about the way it's recorded and the way his vocal sits over it that creates this kind of grunge sound. It's pretty smart, really, the whole thing.
I think that's a great one, and I think my favorite one on that album is Big Cheese.
Yeah, Big Cheese is amazing.
And ironically, it was never on the cassette. It made it to the CD, but it was never on the cassette because I had the cassette first.
Oh, really?
And for some reason, I was like, cool, because it ended with Downer. It's like, okay, well, where's Big Cheese? I was like, come on, like, what the hell? Like, no, I checked both sides. It always showed up on the CD, so I didn't hear Big Cheese till I actually got the CD of it.
That's really random.
I know.
I had no idea. Do you know, my brother's got a CD of Back in Black by AC/DC, and I'm not sure where he bought it, but basically on the back of Back in Black, it's got the list of tracks, but they're not in the order.
Right.
They're just in a random order. But the CD he's got plays them in the order that they're on the back of it.
Oh, no way.
And it's like, it's not like a burnt disc. It's not, you can tell if they're like, if they're blue on the back or whatever. It's not like a CDR that someone's just, nicked. And he bought it in an actual shop, apparently. So and we can't work it out. We were looking it up. I can't find anything about this, rare misprints or anything like that. I don't know where he, I can't remember where he got it from, whether it was second hand or whatever. But I sort of said, "Did you just buy this at a boot sale or something?" He's like, "No, I'm sure I bought it in a shop, but I can't remember where or what or whatever." But it's weird because I bought him for his birthday a couple of years ago. I bought him the vinyl of it, and he put it on. He was like, "Oh, it's a different track order." I was like, "No, this is like one of the most classic albums in the world. This is the track order." And he was like, "Really?" It just completely blew his mind, man. It's really random. That's a bit of a sidetrack. I don't know how I got on it, but it just reminded me. So there you go.
Right on. That is really weird. So, next up, we're going to get to a brand new one by a band called Dirty Falcon. This one's called Bad Head. Dig this.
All the stretched out arms to reach me. I'm on the red cloud, I'm on the red cloud. How many racing hearts could beat me? When I'm on the way down, I'm on the way down.
Dirty Falcon with Bad Head, and Mikey made a reference to Bleach for Heaviness, and you're right. And my reference was going to be to like Alice in Chains and Lane Staley specific, just because about 3 or 4 days ago he would have been 50 years old, and unfortunately we all know that he OD'd and passed away too young. And but great band. Really enjoyed the song, like really heavy, like, and it had that cool, like, kind of dark tone to it, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a fantastic tune. I'm really, really glad they sent us their tracks to play. I think I was saying last week that I first came across these guys when I was looking for bands to play a show, and unfortunately they couldn't make the date, but I liked them so much. I was like, send me everything you have when you have it, and we'll play a show anyway at some point. And we're still organising it for next year probably at some point. But I just think they're awesome, and it was just really funny how we were talking about Bleach and that whole kind of grunge sound, and then I kind of forgot almost that this was coming next, and particularly the first half of that tune could have been on Bleach, you know what I mean? It's got
sure.
that kind of thing going on, and yeah, there's a Chains vibe in there, and there's filthy guitars, and I love the way he just breaks out and starts screaming at the end. It's like, that's proper rock and roll, mate. I love it.
You know, and just the one more thing before we move on to our next song here is also vocally reminded me of Sully from Godsmack.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
definitely got that going on.
Like the first album, especially, you know, like, and they're one band that they kind of faded out too quickly, but they didn't. There wasn't too much of a change or evolution, unfortunately. You know, which kind of sucked. It was kind of disappointing because I thought they might be one of those bands that would keep evolving. Because when I saw them with Deftones.
Oh, nice.
And it was in Michigan, and it was I believe it was the White Pony tour. Might have been around the Fur, but either way, it was a great show. And the night before, Weezer was in town too, and the lead singer of Deftones, loves Weezer, absolutely loves Weezer. And so when Deftones got on stage, because they were the headliner, right? So it was Godsmack and Deftones.
Yeah. And
Deftones gonna get up there, and you know they go into a song, and what a way to start a show, man! They played Engine Number 9, which is one of the last songs on Adrenaline.
Yeah, nice.
So like really super heavy, right? So they start with that, and then they take a little break, and he's like, "How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing?" Blah blah. And he goes, "What'd you guys get up to last night?" A couple shouts. He goes, "You know what? I just got to see Weezer." Like, so happy about it, eh? And they covered "Say It Ain't So."
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a heavy version, but it was really cool. But yeah, it was so funny to see how excited he was that he got a chance to see Weezer the night before.
That's cool, man. I love it when bands support other bands. It's like, I didn't tell you actually, but I was at, so obviously I had a few weeks off recently when I was at various things, and one of the things I was at was a festival, and we saw Robert Plant at the bar, and I assumed that he was going to, like, come on and do something at some point during the festival, but no, he was just there for the day enjoying the music. Sadly, I didn't get to say hello or anything. He was surrounded by a crowd of people trying to take selfies without him noticing and stuff like that. It was quite funny though. There was, honestly, people were like, because it's Robert Plant, I think people were too afraid really to talk to him. So we obviously had a group of mates around him and were chatting, and then you could see these people just like trying to position their camera and get
right,
not actually saying hello. It's like, oh come on, he's probably just wants to enjoy his music and his beer, man. So I just left him to it. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I do love it when you see bands supporting other bands and just going to see, you know, because that's what it's all about, right? You join a band because you love music, so
right.
You never want to lose that.
You know what? I know you probably mentioned this before a few times, and this was at least a year, maybe two ago. And sort of along the lines of the same thing, where guys were kind of just enjoying a concert. They were going on stage together, and those three guys in a bar in Miami was Weird Al Yankovic, Alice Cooper, and Steven Tyler.
Oh, nice!
And
what a combination!
Yeah, right, eh? But all three of them, they got up on stage and they covered "Come Together" by the Beatles.
No way!
Yeah, it's on YouTube. I know it should still be on YouTube, but it was